Whoa! Get back, Toby, I keep telling you. Get back, knucklehead. Aggravating. Get back, buddy. Get back. Get back, little buddy. We're almost there, Tobe. Almost. Whee! We're almost there, fam. We're gonna go walk on one of those long distance rail trails. But we gotta catch it on the other side of the river. And that's where we are. We are on the other side of the river. So we're going to catch the last parking lot. We're going to go park the car in the last parking lot, and then we'll be on the trail. It's a rail trail, and it goes, geez, it's got to go 6-8 miles. I believe the railroad bed that we'll be walking on used to be a commuter rail trail. It used to be a commuter rail line, an electric rail line, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But we're almost there. This part of town's pretty much dead right now because the bridge that links it to the other side of the river is out. They're building a new bridge. This is a super old manufacturing area of our city. These are all newer companies now. But back in the days there were shipbuilding companies all along here, and they built ships for the Great Lakes. They built sailing ships way back in the day, and they built ships up until World War II. They were building destroyers here in our town. Yeah, this was all manufacturing back in the day. There would have been all kinds of businesses back here, suppliers to the boat builders. And straight up ahead, that building's been empty. Well, I don't know, empty, but there hasn't been a big business in there since I was a kid. That's the old, I believe it's AC Delco. They made spark plugs. That big building ahead of us, I believe they made spark plugs there back in the day. But no more. No more. Now it's probably just a warehouse for somebody. I don't pay attention to who owns the buildings anymore. Good morning, Julius. Welcome, welcome. Yo, yo, yo. We're driving to this is the actual rail trail that we're going to be on. Oops. But we're going to go to a parking area. This is it right here. But we're going to be headed that way. The parking area is about a mile away, mile and a half or so. We still got to get there. Toby Dog's here. He just had a pup cup. We just left Starbucks. Right ahead of us is a sugar factory. They process sugar beets into sugar, and it stinks like heck when the wind's blowing, because you know the wind blows from the west to east, right here, and this plant's on the western edge of town. So when the wind blows, it stinks out the whole town really bad. They got all kinds of, it's a food processing deal, and they got all kinds of rotting beets. What else they got? The beets, they sit out in big piles in the piling yard, and they'll get really hot in the centers, and they'll start to rot. And just the whole processing system. They've got their own wastewater filtration plant, and it's open air, and in the stink that comes out of there is just horrendous. They get fined. There was a big lawsuit years ago. We should have joined in, right, Toby? One of the guys from work joined in on the lawsuit. It was a class action. And anybody, oops, is everybody okay? He joined in on the lawsuit and got all kinds of money. Oh yeah, compost smells like sewer. Yeah, it was stinking pretty good this morning on my side of town. It smelled like the river. Right now, whoops, we did it again. I'm sorry, is everybody okay? Contact my lawyer. We'll contact any injuries, we'll contact the lawyer. We'll get you all taken care of. Do we need to call the ambulance for anybody? Any broken necks or broken backs or anything? Broken arms will just splint you up. But the broken necks will send you to the hospital. How's that? I don't have a holder in my car, so it's just sitting on the dash. Looks like there's folks out here on the trail already. Wow, look at that house burned down. We're in the car still, yeah. That house burned down. Whoa, look at that. We haven't been out here in, I'm gonna guess a couple of months. Haha, no harm, okay. Hockert Pro and Julius in the house. We got 7 million in the building. We've come to where we're going. And if you bear with me a few minutes here, we'll get out of the car and get Toby Dog. We're gonna go on the leash for starters. We might have some off leash time. I don't know how many people are out here. And this is his favorite area. Hold on, I gotta get a drink of this. I gotta take an aspirin before we hit the trail. The knees are screaming. The knees are screaming already. They hurt. We haven't even hit the trail yet. Hold tight, fam. Let me get this dog. The plan is to walk out about an hour and walk back an hour. It depends, though. Just gotta unlock the door to get the dog out. Almost. Lucky boy. All right, how am I going to do this? Okay, dog walking. Yep. Did you see the title? Hold on, Tobes. Hold on. This is what we're going to walk. Come here. Hey, come here a minute. Come here, let me get my phone. I got to finish that coffee, though. I got my keys. This is what we're walking this morning. We're gonna walk Toby dog. He is a almost 4-year-old border collie. He's gonna be 4 the end of September. He's a super kid. Wonderful, wonderful dog. A lot of bone. He's 20 inches at the shoulder. Let me get this coffee. Come here, Bubba. Come here, Bubba. You gotta give me a minute. You gotta give me a stretch here. He's 20 inches at the shoulder, and I keep him at about 55 pounds. Message retracted. Uh-oh. Rocket Pro. Oh, no. Locket Pro. How do I pronounce that? The area at the parking lot is always hard to get him away from. But once we get moving, once I get him away from the parking lot area, because this is where all the dogs get out of the car and go to the bathroom real quick. So they're, oh, I see. I think there's people fishing off the bridge up here. Way up there. Nice dog, similar to my dog, Healer. Yeah. Herding dogs. They're all in, I don't know how related they are. I know these guys are related to regular collies, and I don't know what else they mixed them with to get the border collie. But the border collies have just recently joined the AKC. They haven't always, even though they're an old ancient breed, they just recently joined the border, or just recently joined the AKC. I think it was in the 1990s. The Border Collie Association didn't want to join the AKC, from what I've read. I'm no historian or what do you call it? Authority on anything. But what I've read is they didn't want the Border Collie turned into a show dog. They didn't want the breeding, the herding bred out of them to produce show dogs. Toby's more of a show line. But he's the only one of his litter that shows in conformation. The rest of the dogs in his litter, they do scent work, they do herding, agility, that kind of stuff. He's got a couple of siblings that do search and rescue too. He was the baby boy, number 6 of 6, last one out. And of course, if you got siblings, you know the youngest is always the most spoiled. He's got a daddy that doesn't. Toby's got a daddy that doesn't call him out on the carpet for nothing. Just let him run wild. Running wild. He's such a good boy. Why would you? He has a good time. I let him have a good time. How's that? Yep, number 6 of 6. The breeder called me last year too. Said they were doing the ouch. We may not walk an hour. Right knee's already. Whoo. We got to stop for a second. Right knee's already giving me a hard time. But the breeder called. Oh, he's doing his business. The breeder called and said that they were breeding the same pair. They were repeating. Let me see. I got to clean up. Hold on, Toby. That they were repeating the breeding, and if I wanted a pup from it would be a brother. It would be a full blood brother to Toby, but from a different litter. But at the time, I had my hands full with him, and what we really want is we want a girl to breed to. We don't want a sibling. But brother to Toby would have been nice too. I don't know. We gotta clean up here. Hold on, Tobes. Hold on, little buddy. Excuse me. We always clean up. We always do the cleanup. Hold on, Toby dog. This is the trail that there's lots of geese when we get near the water, and there's always goose poop on the trail, and that's Toby's how would you say it? Toby's favorite cologne. Toby's favorite cologne is goose poop. Believe it. He'll go and roll in it, and he'll be stinking like, I'm not gonna say. But last time he rolled in the goose poop on the other river walk, and he had it all down the side of his head. You know, see how he's got the white all around? He's got a white collar. One side was all green. One side was all like fluorescent green, and he stunk. The first time he rolled in it, it was up here by this bridge, and it was all up and down his back and across his shoulders, and it stunk so bad. We went straight to the, come on, Bubba. We went straight to the pet store, and to give him the dog wash. He stunk my car up. It stunk for days. It was terrible. My dog was the naughty dog of the litter. He's a bugger, LOL. Too smart for his own good. Yeah, get that way. They're so much fun, though. They are so much fun. You gotta give them a good life. Yup. Toby eats better than I do, I tell you. He gets chicken, boiled eggs, boiled sweet potatoes, cottage cheese, kibble. And one of his kibbles is a freeze-dried fish. That's all that's in it, is the freeze-dried fish. He eats really good. Fruits, vegetables. He likes green beans and carrots. He likes green beans and carrots from the can the most. Yeah, I tried keeping my boy intact, but he was getting too headstrong, and the vet insisted on cutting him. Cologne, yeah. Dogs roll in everything. The vet asked, that was like the first questions the vet asks everybody, isn't it? Do you intend on neutering them or spaying them? They asked me about Toby right off the bat, and I told him no. The breeder said to wait. The contract said he had to be neutered by 2 years old, and he couldn't be neutered less than 1 year old. And from what I've been reading, like I said earlier, I'm no authority or nothing, but dogs, especially girl dogs, shouldn't be neutered before they're 18 months or to a year old, because they don't have all the hormones, and all that stuff hasn't kicked in, and they don't have everything they need yet. They don't have everything they need yet. They haven't grown. Hey, Barbara Mathers. Yes, my dog gets lots of goodies. 2 eggs, chicken, broccoli. Broccoli? I'll check it out. When I'm picking green beans from the garden, Toby will eat them if I pick it right then. He'll eat it if I turn and hand it to him. But if I take those same fresh green beans and 10 minutes later throw it in his food bowl with his food, he won't eat them. It's funny. He's funny. So we're going to see some. We're on a different rail trail today. We're going to see some different sites. You're going to see the river, different areas of the river, farm fields. Depends on how far we make it. Like I said, the right knee's a little iffy this morning. Sonal Nature says, good morning, everybody. Hey. I miss my Margot, says Barbara. Yeah, that's too bad. But you know, there's always the next dog. There's always a dog out there that needs a home. A dog down at the shelter. Somebody's got puppies or something. There's always the next dog. Like the next cat. We had no intentions of getting a cat 2 days after we put the last cat down, did we, Tobe? But we ran into a cat in need. We ran into a cat in need, needed a home. He was in a bad situation. 2 days later, bam, he was at our house. We were still crying over the other cat, and the new cat was moved in already. Hope you all have a great walk. I have to make animals food now. Nice channel. Hey, take it easy. Come back, visit again. Morning. Yeah, there's people up here fishing. Maybe they're catching. I imagine they catch all kinds of fish up here. Hold on, Toby, hold on. I gotta get a sip of this coffee. I'm trying to hold the lead and Toby in one hand. There we go. It's more, ooh, yuck. Ouch. Look at that. Yucky, yucky. He's having a bad day. Come on, Toby. That raccoon having a really bad day, buddy. Come on. Now, if Toby would have been off leash, I would have been probably 30 steps behind him, and he would have been all over that dead. Look at how much interest he's got in it. That's what happens if you don't stop at the corners, Tobe. He didn't stop, and there was probably a truck coming by. Wiped him out. Can you see? Can you see? That's an island out there in the middle of the river. There's all kinds of high-dollar houses out there, and some low dollars, I imagine. But we're coming up to a little bridge here. We are in the nature. We are nature walking today. No more city, but we do. Hold on, Tobe. We do Starbucks with us, just in case. In case the nature gets too overwhelming. I do have a cup of coffee with me. Bingo. Oh, look, what is that? Are those ducks? Baby ducks. Let's see. Is that what's going on there? Is that what's going on there? I can't hold it steady. Yeah, those are little ducklings or goslings, right? Watch an alligator get them. Hump, hump, hump. Wait. Hump, 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 hump. Come on, Toby dog, quit looking at that raccoon. That's gonna happen to you if you don't pay attention. Hey, did that thing move? Better pay attention to Daddy, or you'll be looking like that. Ducklings, maybe? Ducklings or goslings? One of the two. We might even get to see eagles out here, because there's eagles along this river. Oh, look, there's people in boats too. Look at that. We get to see all kinds of cool shit today, don't we? Look at this. How's it going, guys? Not too bad. Are we catching or are we fishing? We're just fishing now? Awesome. Look at that. We'll 360 look. So we come down the trail this way. Hey, Dirt Mustard. Not Jethro Tull. Trash pandas aren't your friends. Look at that panda. Look at that panda. Look at that. That's an island underneath the sun there. My sister is here, says Barbara. Welcome, Barbara's sister. Welcome, Barbara's sister. Now, I've never fished out here, but I've thought about it. I've seen people fishing out here. This is the first time I've seen a boat, though, pulled up in here. Is there clearance to go under the bridge, I assume?
Yeah, probably in certain spots. I've seen people do it to go up to the Euclid Road Bridge.
Okay.
But, I don't know. I've never tried it. This is our first time actually taking a boat down here.
Oh, cool.
I usually walk down here with my wife a lot, and they had caught some yesterday. I was like, oh, bro, let's go get the boat out and see what we do.
How deep?
How deep is it here? 4 foot. Yeah.
4 foot? That's not bad. Whew, we got bugs on us. Take it easy. Come on, Tobis. Come on, Tobis. Here's another fella fishing. Look at that wildlife. Looks so cool, don't it? Good morning. How's it going? We catching or we fishing?
We got one.
You got one? What are we targeting?
Whatever bites.
Whatever bites. Crappies in?
We ain't short of fishing.
There you go.
Long one bite and I can stay in the water. I don't care what he
I always figured there'd be plenty of panfish back here. We walk this all the time, but we don't ever stop and do anything.
You get bass, pike, everything out of the catch.
Oh, very cool. I see people fishing that bridge a lot too.
Yeah.
Take it easy, guys. Good luck.
All right, man. Enjoy your weekend.
We'll see you in a while. In an hour. Come on, Tobis. What time is it? We got to keep track of. 7:30. Ooh, look at the sinkhole. Sinkhole underneath the sidewalk. Come on. Okay. Very cool. Come on, little buddy. Come on. We're going to go a couple miles up to the next bridge. It's far. We gotta go through all kinds of farmland and woods. I just finished my coffee. It wasn't a coffee, actually. It was a caramel macchiato. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Nothing like that Starbucks caramel macchiato, I tell ya. They need to hook up with me to do a commercial, huh? Me and the Tobis getting a pup cup. Did you have your pup cup this morning, little buddy? He gets so excited. He dances all over the car, jumps all over me, spits all over me. He slobbers all over the front of the car, waiting to get that pup cup. But I always make him get in the back. Get in the back, Tobe. Nice, drop a line and pull an alligator up. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something if there was alligators here? We're in Michigan. No alligators, but we do have the garpikes, so I guess we do have alligators. We got those pike fish. They're ancient dinosaurs, aren't they? The pikes, the muskellunge. They're dinosaurs. Recently, someone pulled up a muskellunge up north of here, and it was like a 7 foot long fish, and they left it on the trail dead. They didn't even take it with them. They poached it, and then they left it there to rot. I hope they catch them. I hope they catch whoever did that. That's terrible. We don't even get a chance to fish for that, do we, Tobe? And someone else is throwing them away like that. We have huge paddlefish here, says Not Jethro. They do a lot of bow hunting here. Whoops, come here. They do a lot of bow hunting. I'm trying to think of where the next trash can is. I don't think there's another trash can, Tobe, till we get to the next bridge. Hold tight, fam. I got to put this in the bag. Hold up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We just had a malfunction. Major malfunction. Will Robinson. Hold on. What did we do? We touched that green screen thing. How do you get out of the green screen? How do you get out of the green screen, fam? Oh, there it is. There we go. Come on. Good morning. Hello. I couldn't figure out how to turn that green screen off. I never use it for nothing. I'm not Jethro Tull says we got huge paddlefish, like huge, like 20 pounders or bigger. I don't know how big they get. I know these muskies, they go 60, 80, 100 pounds plus. The older they get, the bigger they get. Thinking I should have just put a t-shirt on. Whoo! How's your sister, Barbara? How's the sister doing? How was her trip? Okay. What'd you find, Tobe? What did you find? Sweating it out. Saltwater Cowboy. What's going on, Saltwater Cowboy? And there's Joe. Joe Donovan said hi. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Saltwater. This is Toby Dog. Toby Dog. I just let him do his thing. I'm letting him be a dog. I was supposed to put I was supposed to give him his tick medicine yesterday, though. He should have carryover. That should carry over probably a week. I fought forever giving him the internal tick medicine, the internal flea medicine. But last year he had a hell of a time with the fleas. Oh, come on! You're in somebody's yard. Look at that, vines, grapevines, garden, fruit trees. Guy's set up just right, isn't he? We're out to the farm fields now. Toby Dog. We've got dog show next weekend over by Columbus, Ohio. Is it Columbus? I still got to make hotel reservations. You know, the prices of the hotels, they go up every day. The closer you get to the days you want to stay, I should have made the reservation a month ago. Now it's up over $100. I try to stay with the same hotel chain so I get the points. I'm trying to save up the points so I can use my airline miles and go fly for free and have enough points for the hotel for a vacation. But I keep using them. I used to travel a lot for work, and at one point I had almost 1 million hotel points in different chains together. When you added them up, the one hotel chain, the Choice Hotels, I had over 500,000 points. I had a buddy with 1 million points. I got another buddy that he's probably gone through 2 or 3 million points. He stayed in the same hotel, and these hotels aren't cheap over near the oil fields. He stayed in the same hotel for like 5 years. 6 years. No. The 3 years I was there, plus 2019 until 2 years ago. Whew. All them hotel points. He was buying stuff with it. He was buying all kinds of stuff with them hotel points. He outfitted his 4x4 with the hotel points. Oklahoma State is 146 and 11 ounces, over 6 foot long. Oh, that's the record, 146 pounds. Holy cow. That's a big fish. That fish probably got to be 100 years old, huh, to make it to 140 pounds. I know they live really long, and they get really old. Come here, Toby. Come here, Toby. We got a biker coming. We got to rein you in, little buddy. Reining them in. Morning. That's a state record. Yeah. What's going on, Tobe? What happened? What happened, little buddy? Did you have a short circuit? He just did a he just stopped and did a 360. Funny boy. You can't see the farm fields over here, but they're on the other side. The produce here in the valley is top quality. The corn, the melons. I got corn yesterday. Corn and onions from my favorite local farmer. There's cornfield right there. Cornfield on that side. I think this side is sugar beets. I can't really see yet. Let me see. No, those are beans. Look at the bean field. Into corn. We out in the country, folks. Out in the country. Hopefully we make it. We're going to get out here where we won't be able to call it Uber. Yesterday we did a super long walk. We went 6 miles yesterday. And I was talking the whole time about, I'm going to have to call Uber. I'm going to have to call Uber. Because the knees were screaming, but we powered through. Today I'm trying not to moan and complain about the knees. Because we got to walk, Toby. We got to walk. Today we're only going to do 4 miles. We're not going to do 6. We're going to walk out an hour. Well, it might be close to 5. We're going to walk out an hour, and then we're going to turn around and walk back. Get me some corn, unfiltered. Hey, Maria, darling Maria. How's my darling Maria? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on, little buddy. Come on, little buddy. Come on, we got to keep moving. We'll never get our walk in if you mess around too much. Get me some corn. Where's this place? We're on a rail trail that goes from our town to the next town south. That's, as the crow flies, I think it's 7 or 8 miles. But as the river bends, I have no idea. This is an old railroad bed, so I don't know. Look, you can see the rows. Not too straight. You know, nowadays they got those GPSs in the cabs of the tractors that steer the tractor for when they're planting and tilling and all that. And it'll make the rows all straight. Just, can you imagine if, Maria, could you imagine if the farmers over by Helen and Anastasia had tractors? How much more efficient their farming methods would be? Everything I see that they're digging by hand, I'm sure they could get 4 times the production if they had machinery. Happy Sunday. Wish we had a local farm trail here. Jethro. You're going to have to make one. So yeah, these are old railroad beds in the state of Michigan. The DNR, Department of Natural Resources, or DEQ, I think they call themselves now. But they took money from that they got for oil and gas exploration and production, because here in Michigan, the state, there's a lot of state-owned land. You know, there's some states like Texas where there's like hardly any state-owned land, but here in Michigan, there's thousands and thousands of acres of state-owned land. Anyhow, the state took that trust fund money from the oil and gas trust fund, and they bought up all these old railroad beds, the right-of-ways, and they teamed up with locals to get the money to pave them and all that stuff. Pretty cool. I was telling the story yesterday that up in Gaylord, the rail trail, one of the rail trails up there, it goes north, and it's on a downgrade. So you don't even actually have to pedal. You can go miles and miles and miles without pedaling. You don't go real fast because, you know, a railroad, I think, what's the grade a railroad can travel? Is it 3% or 6%? I don't remember. I'm thinking it's a 6% grade is the max that a train can travel. So that's what those roads, the railways, I mean, how you say it? That's how these rail trails are. They go downhill, they go uphill. So you're either going uphill or downhill. But that one up in Gaylord, I rode with a friend. We rode 20 some miles from his town to the next town. And when we got to the next town, we stopped on the outskirts at a bar that was along the trail, and we had lunch. And a little while later, his daughter pulled up with a pickup truck, and we threw our bikes in the back, and we drove back home. Because if we'd pedaled back home, it would have been uphill the whole way. And my buddy's an older fella. I would have tried it, but he was an older fella. Now I'm the older fella. Ha ha! That was a while ago. That was fun. 17 million in the building. What's that temperature like down in Florida this morning? Today, when we left the house, it was 70 degrees. Yesterday, when we left the house, it was like 50 degrees or 55 degrees. Crazy. Michigan's crazy. At least there's no dew this morning. No dew. We got dry feet. What are you thinking, Tobe? Oh, there's a trail. Where does that go? Where's that trail go? Probably just goes to the river, huh? But I imagine when it rains, we got water on both sides of us. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Well, we're getting close to our walking out. Well, we'll change our time. We'll start from when we got here versus when we started the live stream. We started the live stream in the Starbucks drive-thru. We had to get that coffee. Had to get that macchiato. Toby had to get that pup cup. The morning energy. The morning energy. I don't feed them before we walk. I don't need them out here puking, right? Humid as usual, and it's still early morning. It's not so bad here for being 70. My shirt's damp with sweat. First I put a t-shirt on, then I thought, nah, I'll put this button-up shirt on. It's one of those wick away and blocks the sun deal. But I didn't bring a hat. Sun's coming up nice. Where's everybody watching us from? As you well know, we're in Michigan, Winter Wonderland, USA. I know where our friend Unfiltered Maria's watching us from. Hey, Krishna Creations. We got India in the house. India is in the house. What you doing, Tobes? Oh, I forgot you're an American. They all love coffee. You forgot I was an American. Mercy. Mercy, mercy. Yeah, we're on a nice trail out in the wilderness today. I imagine the oxygen level's super high. What are you thinking, Tobe? Have you picked up any ticks and fleas yet? Look at his tail. You can't see it. His tail's full of burrs. I'm gonna have fun when we get home. I have to get the comb out. Pick all the burrs out of him. When he's done being a show dog and all that, I'm gonna shave him down every year so he doesn't have to deal with all this hair. Hey, we're coming up to the next bridge. Usually when we walk this, we walk past this bridge and up to about the middle or the end of the next big farm field. And then we turn around and head back. But today, we'll go a little bit further. Not much. I'm not sure what's after the next corner. We used to walk up to the last corner that we just turned, and we didn't know what was past it. And just past it, this much, is another bridge. Title, I'm in the back getting ready. You know it's Sunday. Yeah, you got to get ready for church. It was nice seeing you. Good to see you too, Maria. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming to see Toby, dog. There's people coming towards us, bicyclers. Probably the same couple that rode out earlier. Come on. Whew. Toby. Come on this side. Come on this side.
Nice day.
Yeah, it's beautiful out. Here's another nice view. That's still the island on the other side there. Let me think. No, is that the tip, the end of it? No, we're out. We're past the island. That's the tip of the island right there at my fingertip. See it? And then there's the land we were just walking on. There's the tip of the island, and right there, airport. We were way. Normally, when we walk through town, we don't even walk this far south. We stop way before the airport, probably at least a half a mile south of there before we turn around, and that takes 2 miles in one direction. About. Oh, look at this ship. I've been waiting for this. Look, there's a ship in the river. Come on, Tobes. There's a ship coming down river. This is the kind of boats that we get. They have to stop the traffic and the bridges go up. We've got 4 bridges in town that open up. Well, our only 4 bridges in town, they open up to let they're drawbridges. They open up to let the boats go through. And I know I talk about it, but we've never, I've actually got a video of one coming through and the bridge opening up and all that. But what do you call it? I haven't edited it yet. Geez, it's been weeks too. Look, that's the freighter coming up the river, coming down the river. It's coming towards us. Can you see, fam? What do you think of that? Now, we just saw fishermen on a 16 or 17 foot boat. And here's the other boat that uses this river. Hey, Kiwi Derek, what's going on? Yeah, that's a big one. I'm sure it's not even the biggest. Sometimes they push barges down through here too. Sometimes these freighters or barges, you'll see a tugboat behind them, pushing them. Heck yeah, we get big ships down through here. Let's keep moving, Tobes. Well, we can wait here for it to come by a little bit. We can wait a little bit. I think it's pretty cool. It's making a turn. I believe that's the spot. That's the actual turnaround when the ships come up river. They can only go in they can't turn around, and that's where they turn around at. There's river pilots and everything. So the freighter comes to the mouth of the river. They sit out in the bay, and I believe there's Saginaw Bay river pilots that go out like the Mississippi River pilots. They go out and they transfer onto the ship, and then bring the ship up river and down river. So once they get to a certain point, they can't turn around. So then when they go make their delivery, they back down the river until they get to the turnaround spot where that's at now. And then they make their turnaround and come this way. I ice fished in the turnaround spot. I had a buddy that was his favorite spot because it was so deep. It was a big wide bowl, you know, versus just a channel. It's not coming that one. It's not coming that way. Whew. We got to keep moving. Standing in one place makes me hotter. I'm not no wind. Whoops. Let's unzoom. There we go. We won't be able to see it once we get past the bridge, though. I'd kind of like to see it closer. Are you having fun, Toby dog? Are you having fun collecting burrs? I imagine there's some bass fish out there, wouldn't you think? All those lily pads and the reeds and everything right up to the water. There's got to be a lot of fish out there. Oh, you can hear the propeller turning. Whoa, 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 like that. You can see it right there. I think when we get up to this tree, we'll be able to see it better. Come on, Toby dogs. Come on, Toby dogs. Here's a plaque out in the middle of nowhere. This is the line we're on, actually. This is the line we're on. The electric rail line from Saginaw to Bay City. It ended in 1921. Is that what it says? I know they had a flood. It started in 1894 and ended in the 1921. They had a flood, and the cost of World War I. Let's see. Yeah, pretty cool. Oh, there's a picture of it too. That's what it used to look like. And that's the rail we're on right now. Here's that big ship. Look at that. Is that crazy? It's like you're walking in a farm field and all of a sudden you see a big ship in the middle of nowhere. It says the Manitoun. Hold on, Tobes. Let's check this out. Bass, there's some good crappie in there. Heck yeah. Noah and Mom, what's going on? Oh, I'm sorry, Nene and Mom. Hello, hello. I'm looking into the sunlight. I can't see nothing. Look at that freighter go by. Pretty cool, huh? I figured we'd see one eventually. The Manitoulin. I pronounced it wrong. I'm pronouncing everything wrong. I'm guessing it delivers, because it's got that big boom on there. I'm guessing it delivers gravel or rock, stone, aggregate, sand. Wow, look how long that sucker is. That's got to be 800 feet, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, I'd guess about 600 feet. What would you say, fam? It's all of that. It's all of that. And then that's gonna go, that when it hits my town, when it gets downtown here in about half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, that's gonna snarl up traffic, something fierce. But good thing it's Sunday morning. This time of the day, during rush hour, really. If this was Monday through Friday, people would be getting mad soon as that boat gets downtown. Nay. Jethro says, "Hey, Nay. Saltwater Cowboy said hi." Isn't that cool? We can't even get the whole ship in one view. Let's see, can we? Can we? Right there. Yeah, we got it all. We just got it all. Can you hear the engine going? The screw turning? Pretty cool. That's a big one. And on this side, farm fields. What are we growing over here? That's probably beans also. I can't see that far. Now, Toby does a lot of off-leash when we get to this point. But these burrs, he'll be so full. Look at, that's all burrs right there. That's a field of pain for Toby. He'll be all full of burrs everywhere you look. But he loves to run in this between here and that farm field right there. There must be all kinds of rabbits and mice and stuff. Sometimes I have to walk down in there and drag him out of it, because he'll go down there and he won't come back. He won't come back up. He'll go down there and play, and he'll be running and jumping, and I know he's chasing mice or chasing rabbits, something. It's just, it's more for the winter and spring when the birds aren't there. $8 million in the building, and we got 24 thumbs today. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, fam. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, get your membership, give a gift membership. Gift membership's 99 cents. And you're giving two presents when you give the gift membership versus when you hand out the super sticker or the super chat. When you give out the gift membership, 2 people get a gift. 2 people get a gift. Content creator and one of the members of the community. Whoo! So I took a 1.5 painkillers when we left the house. I put Toby in a car and had to run back in. I said, "Toby, I didn't put none of that. I didn't take my Celebrex. I didn't put the Voltaren on. That Voltaren gel, that's some good stuff. I didn't get that on this morning because I rolled out of bed and hopped right up. Usually I lay there and I put that stuff on, and you got to wait 15-20 minutes for it to dry before you can put your knee braces on. So instead we took the pain pill. Woohoo! It still hurts, but not as bad. Yeah, normally we walk up to that set of trees up there is usually our hour. That set of trees, there's a couple big, huge, long logs laying there. And I'll sit on the end of one and I'll coax Toby up to get up on top of him and walk around. He'll walk around on the logs for a little bit, and then we'll turn around and come back. That's what we normally do. Let's see what happens today. Off in the distance, this is where this goes. Let me think. You see that bridge way off in the distance? This trail goes that way. It makes a big curve. It makes a big curve up here, follows the river, and we end up at that bridge right there. That bridge is called the Zilwaukee Bridge. It's a great big giant monstrosity. Come on. It's a big monstrosity they built back in I think they started it mid-70s, late 70s. They finished it early 80s, mid-80s. For years, we didn't drive across it. For years and years and years, I didn't drive across it. I should have kept track of the first year I drove across it. They had so many problems with construction. Come on. Come on. They built it on a swamp. They built it on swampland. And it was, the northbound lane was closed a month or two ago because something shifted, I guess. They weren't lined up right. But the southbound lane was open, but the northbound lane was, yeah, you can tell when you're riding on it that the pieces don't fit right. Saltwater Cowboy sent a star. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, geez, if we would have been right here when that boat went by, if we would have been right here, dang, Tobe, this is the spot. Look how close we would have been to that thing. Right there's see the red buoy and the green buoy? Those are the channel markers. We would have been right here. We would have been right here on that boat. Huh. Next time we know, little buddy. Come on. Little buddy. He's such a joy. He is such a joy. Even when he rolls in the goose poop, he's still a joy. Christy Karsten, what's going on, Christy Karsten? Are we walking? Yes, we are. Yes, I'm walking. Toby's trotting. Now he's going the other way. No. We got to at least go where we always go, buddy. We got to at least get to where we always go. Come on. Yeah, this is a great spot for boat watching. Right here's the spot. Look at that. You could almost reach out and touch them. I'm going to say that's 300 feet, 250, 300 feet away. I've driven across the lake Pontchartrain. Ooh! I've never driven across the causeway, but I've been on 10. I've been on 10 on that long bridge. But I've never gone across the causeway. I've never had cause to travel the causeway. I should have, though. I worked down there a lot and lived down there. We lived down there. Dad was in the service. He spent quite a few years at Fort Polk, and we lived with Dad on and off. Those were the hottest years ever. When we lived in Louisiana, hot and muggy, yuck. I don't know how the people could stand it. Hot and muggy. There was a, what was it? Was it YouTube short or was it Instagram? They say they got a like a aid station on there at a certain mile marker. They said that they've studied that the people traveling, once they hit a certain mile marker, they start to freak out. So they've got an aid station there. Is that true? I didn't know whether to believe that or not. Like halfway across, when you can't see land anymore. Whoo! I drove on the East Coast. I drove this delivery van in 2014, 2015, part of 2016, and it was one of those big Sprinter vans. And it was cross country. You'd pick up here, like pick up in Detroit and deliver in Laredo 2 days later. Straight through, driving 30 hours at a time, 35 hours, 25 hours, no stops, no breaks. That's the way they did us. This is where we normally turn around, where these logs are. We'll go up a little further. I know, this is where we normally turn around. (3-2) says, Toby is having his morning walk. Yes, he is. Are you familiar with a man named P. Diddy? No, we don't know no P. Diddy. We don't know any P. Diddies. That's funny. No rest stops or aid state. Oh, there's nothing there? There's nothing there, huh? So that whatever it was on that short I saw was telling a story. What they do for clicks, right? Clickbait. I hate when I get suckered into the clickbaits. When they got the bikini babes on there and you put it, you touch the button and next thing you know it's not bikini babes. Dang it, where's the bikinis at? What are you thinking, Tobe? What are you thinking? We'll take a break up here before we turn around. We'll get you a drink. We'll get you a drink. Haha, what, are you tired? Are you tired? Are you kidding me? We're not even halfway yet. We still got to turn around somewhere up here. I love your walks, guys. I send you lots of love. Thank you so much, Christy Karsten. Thank you. You know, we walk and walk, whether we're live streaming or not on the weekends. This is bonus weekend. We live streamed. But whether we're live streaming or not in the mornings, we're still out walking. Still out walking. Sometimes it's some mornings I can't do it. Or we're too late, leaving too late in the day. Now, every year, the time change kills us when the season changes. When this, like right now, we're trying to get on between 6 and 6:30 a.m. because there's daylight. But when fall comes, it'll be 7, then it'll be 7:30. Then when closer to winter, it'll be 8 o'clock, and then we'll be walking, but we won't be live streaming because we're walking later in the day, 10 or 11 o'clock, waiting for the daylight. We tried walking in the dark, but it wasn't that popular. People always mention, "Oh, you're in the dark. It's dark. It's dark." Well, yeah, it's wintertime, and we're walking in the dark. I think we've reached our turnaround point, Toby. I think we've reached our turnaround point. I don't see any benches or anything. I would have thought they'd had more benches out here. I've actually ridden on my bicycle all the way to the end of this trail, and it ends up at that bridge I showed you. But that's miles and miles away. Miles and miles. I don't even think we're halfway there if we were going that far. How's the weather in Massachusetts? I'm not sure. Hey, Echo. Oh, that's a question in between the people in the... Hey, Harley. Harley Hughes, good morning to you. Welcome. Vance, Vanesh Singh, you asked the same question the first time you were in. I was just about to give you the moderator. You asked, no, I didn't shower. I brought my stinky self to you. I did brush my teeth though. I brushed my teeth and I ate a yogurt cup as I was getting the dog ready to go. Getting the poopy bags, getting water out of the fridge, because we do carry water with us. No shower. No shower, but I'm talking to you with a clean mouth. How's that? If that brings joy to your heart, knowing that. We're going to turn around right here, Toby. I'm looking for something to sit on, though. I want to sit for a minute. Oh, I think I see is that a trash can up there I see? Let me zoom in. If there's a trash can, that means there's a bench there. Nope. So we'll just stop right here, little buddy. We need a landmark so we know next time we walk here how far we went. We'll use this little pine tree right here as our landmark, because there's nothing else. Oh, it's not a pine tree. It's a weed. Here's our landmark, this gnarly old tree. How's that? You want a drink? You want a drink, little buddy? Come here, get a drink. Come here, get a drink. At least twice a day you should. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. The dentist told me, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. No cavities the last check. Toby likes to drink right from the bottle. There you go. We got more. We got more. That one's Daddy's. Where's Toby's other bottle? Here's Toby's other bottle. Put this one away because we take all our trash in and out with us. We even take the poop in and out with us, fam. I got a pocket full of poop. Pocket full of poop. Pocket full of poop. Oh, look at all the burrs in Toby's fur. I'm going to have fun cleaning those out. Oh, you want me to call Toby Echo? Touch the $sign. We'll name Toby Echo for the day. Touch the $sign. We'll rename Toby for the day. We'll name him Echo. How's that? Don't be scared. The $sign is your friend. Just call me Grandpa. Call me Grandpa Vanish. Did I pronounce your name right? Vanish? Vanesh? How you say it? Maybe we could pull a couple of these burrs out now. Won't be so bad later. We'll feel under his arms. Make sure he doesn't have any under his arms while he's walking. Whoo! Those are in there, Tobe. Those are in there, little buddy. Okay, let me feel. Let me feel under your arm here. Make sure you're not, and around your neck. Make sure the collar's not digging in some burrs on you. Let me see, let me see. All right, good boy. Good boy, little buddy. Look, I found a dog. Oh, he looks tired. You should take care of yourself. Yeah, we're tired. We're good, though. Yeah, just call me Grandpa. Toby, if it wasn't for Toby Dog, I wouldn't be out here walking all these miles. I'd be sitting in a rocking chair somewhere, right? What is this? What are you thinking, Tobes? What are you thinking, little buddy? Are you done with the water bowl? I just drink a caramel macchiato, so I'm good. I got all that caffeine in me. That's a double shot of espresso in that caramel macchiato. I used to back in the day. Come on. No, you're not going down there. Back in the day, when I drank those every day, I worked it up to 4 shots of espresso. It took 4 shots of espresso to feel it. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. You got to come back. You got to come back. Now, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me step on this. Let me step on this, fam. Hold tight. Hold tight. The quad grande caramel macchiato. The workers always loved that. Jesus loves you, Toby. Toby dog. Hey, Rainbow Horsey. Rainbow Horsey, you get today's your day. Today's your day, Rainbow Horsey. Let me hook you up. Add as moderator, standard mod. There you go. Test it out. Test it out. See if you got the blue. See if you got your blue. So we're turning around. I don't know how far we went, but we walked an hour. I'm sure we're over 2 miles down the trail. I don't have an app on my phone that follows the steps. We should do that, Tobe. We just kind of guess. We look at the map, and I know where we're at, and then we guess. Toby doggy. There it is. There it is, Rainbow Horsey. You got your blue. Now you don't have to do any police work here. Just use that blue to go visit other folks, make connections, connect. That's all. Isn't that what YouTube's all about? Connect. Grow your channel. Now you got your blue. Vanish says, when you will go to home, first drink less sugar coffee after shower, then a little bit of rest and eat healthy breakfast. Okay, Grandpa? Hope I could make a coffee for you, Grandpa. Yeah, that would be great. I like the espresso with a little bit of sweet milk in it. Now, when I'm drinking regular coffee, I don't put any sugar or milk in it at all. When I'm drinking regular coffee, I want cowboy coffee, like the cowboys. Just boil me some beans. Boil me some beans. But when I want the foo-foo coffee, that's when I drink that caramel macchiato. I don't drink nothing else, just that caramel macchiato. That's the only foo-foo coffee drink I have. Morning. Wee. Wow, that chick was cruising. Are the ticks bad in your area? Yeah, they're bad this year. The ticks are bad. Last year the fleas were bad. We had to switch from the drops. That chick was cruising. She was jamming too. Did you hear the music? Hopefully YouTube doesn't slap me for it. The fleas were bad last year. We had to switch to the internals. I didn't want to give them the internals because, it can't be good for you. How can something that kills things, if they bite you, they die, and it's in your blood for a month? How is that good for you? You know what I mean? Am I going to die if I bite Toby dog? But this year I've read that the ticks are bad. So last year we'd actually switched to the internals. And now the last 2 times he didn't want to eat the little bit. He was eating them joyfully, the little biscuit treat. But the last 2 times he wouldn't. He took it from me and spit it on the ground and walked away. So I had to crush it up and put it inside cottage cheese. We'll do that today too. The cat gets an external. Yeah, he ended up having to get shaved down last year because he broke off so much hair in one spot, scratching. He was getting flea baths every day. I was giving him that medicine that kills the fleas on the body all at once. And then I'd give him a flea bath and put a collar on him, and I was going to overdose him on the medicine. Hey, Wamoyo! Happy. Now we're super happy. Wamoya's in the building. Our friend Wamoya, she's part of the Game Over crew. Right, Wamoya? We're out walking. You missed it. You're gonna have to look back. Wamoya, about, I'm thinking 20 minutes, fam. Was that when we saw the boat? There was a freighter came down the river, and we were standing almost right next to it. It was from where we were, it was probably 300-400 feet away. But there's closer vantage points. Next time we'll know. Well, you gonna go up there and climb up there? He normally climbs on these logs. Up. On. I gotta get the right word. On. Are you gonna go up there? On. Up, Tobes. Maybe not. He could probably smell some little animal. Yeah, it was a big freighter. You have to look back like 20 minutes. I don't think it was quite 30 minutes. Big freighter came by. Great big freighter. Come on out of there. The Manitoulin. The Manitoulin. Oh, that's what he was smelling. There is something under there. There's something in the grass. What is it, Tobe? Get him all geeked up. This way, this way, this way. Oh, Vinesh, we'll change his name for the day, but you got to touch that $sign. You got to touch the $sign. You got to touch the $sign. The fees down at the county clerk's office where you change the name. They charge us for that. What do you think of Tobes? Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Now, if he was off leash, he'd be deep in them bushes somewhere. I'd be standing here stamping my feet, calling for him. Yeah, he loves this area. He'd probably gain his weight in burrs down there. He'd gain his weight over again in burrs. Krishna Creation. What's going on, Krishna? How are you today? How's our friend from India? Namaste, Krishna, right? Is that how we say it? Namaste. Namaste to you. Yeah, that's all beans. Beans, the magical fruit. I think we got a bicycle coming up behind us. Or a jogger. Looks like a bicycle. So I was wrong when I said the airport was right across the river. The airport's right across the river from us now. Well, I guess it was at that, but more of an angle. We've got a little tiny airport here in town. Little planes like that. Can you see that little guy? There he is. Little planes like that land here. Corporate jets, things like that. Are you taking a break, little buddy? Oh, here comes the jogger kid that went jogging by. I wonder how far he went. Toby said he's got to have a break. Patricia Moraga, Titlepro, do you ever spray any bug repellents on Toby? No. So the bugs don't get all over him. He takes an internal. It's called, I'm trying to remember the name of it, but it's also got his, it also has his heartworm medicine and his it's 3 medicines in one. And it's a little wafer that he's got to chew once a month. He was getting the drops on between the shoulder blades, but last year the fleas were so bad that it did nothing. It did nothing. Oh, I was saying we had to shave his hair down because he broke the hair off so bad. He didn't like dig it out from the skin or nothing. He just broke it off from all the scratching. Good morning.
Morning.
He broke it off from all the scratching, and he had a big hole in his side, the side that the judges see. So I pulled him out of the next show. We were already I'd already paid and scheduled the next show and all that, and I just thought he was going to look so bad. I canceled everything. I canceled my hotel reservations. I canceled it all. And then I got him to the groomer the day before the show. I still took him to his regular appointment so she could see and maybe fix him. She could see what she could do with it. And she was like, oh, it's not going to be pretty. But 3 hours later when she called me and I went and picked him up, he was gorgeous. He looked like like it was natural. She's a magician. She's a magician. I don't know how to groom my own dog other than bathing and blow drying him. You know what I mean? And when I blow dry him, I do it wrong all the time. He's dry, but his hair stands up. But she handles all the thinning and trimming and all the stuff like that.
And she had him looking like a regular dog. I could have went to the dog show. I could have went to that. Had never known he was a long-haired dog. They would have just figured he was a short-haired border collie. He was gorgeous. He looks gorgeous. And then the next show, like 2 or 3 weeks later, we went to the next show, and the lady, I call her the border collie godmother. The godmother, she came and she walked around Toby, and she said, "That's Toby?" I said, "Yeah." She said, I like that look on him. Yup. It looks so natural. Like I said, the groomer's a wizard. Now the groomer, our dog groomer, she's got her own line bred dogs that she sells for thousands and thousands of dollars as puppies. And she's had dogs that were like the #1 dog in the country and stuff in her breed. She's won national championships. She's very well known in the dog world. Respected. Awesome dog groomer too. She really takes care of Toby good. Doesn't he look gorgeous? Every time you see him, he's gorgeous. Gorgeous. I just bathed him 2 days ago. Friday night. We went after work and bathed him up with his new shampoo. His hair's laying. If it wasn't for my sorry blow drying skills, his hair would have laid flat that day. That's what we need with Toby dog. He's got so much hair. We need it to lay flatter because it makes him look, he's got so much hair and bone, it makes him look 10 pounds heavier than what he is. He's a big boy. He's a giant boy. He's not as tall. The breed standard for males goes up to 22 inches at the shoulder. He's 20 inches at the shoulder, but he's got a lot of bone. So he's a heavy dog. We're competing against dogs like 10 pounds lighter, 10 pounds lighter. But he's not fat. You know, the judges, they feel him up and down. They feel him up like we used to do with the girls in the grade school, junior high. Make sure their rib cages and their bottoms are properly musculated. Right, Toby dogs? Yeah, he's all fur and boned. I keep him at 55 pounds, but he easily would go to 65. I've been changing his diet up. Now I mix 2 different kibbles for his kibble portion of his meal, and he's getting chicken, sweet potatoes, eggs, cottage cheese, fruits and vegetables as his main part of his diet now. Made a big difference when he started eating the chicken and eggs every meal. Made a big difference. His body tightened right up. And I can feed him twice as much regular food as kibble, and he doesn't get no fatter or doesn't gain any weight. But if you double the kibble, then he gets fat. Isn't that wild? The kibble isn't always the best for him, but I mixed 2 different kibbles. The kibble that I had to feed him by contract, when I first got him, the contract had the specific kibble on it that I had to feed him. And then I mix it 1/3 to 2/3 with this dried fish kibble. And that's all it is freeze-dried fish. So he eats pretty good. He eats better than most humans. All the chicken, like he's getting like a turkey dinner every meal. He's getting that chicken dinner every meal with all the sides. Sweet potatoes, eggs, cottage cheese, fruits, vegetables, blueberries, green beans, carrots. Lucky boy. Lucky boy. He's genetically clear of everything, and he's 100% border collie, no mix. No mix whatsoever. His parents were 100% clear, So he was clear by parentage is what they call it. I didn't have to do the testing, but in order to attract the owners of the girl dogs, you got to have them genetically tested. Genetic tested. Next is our hips and elbows, but we're waiting for next pay because it's expensive. Next payday we will make an appointment, and we know a lady that works at an animal fertility clinic. So that's what they do for a living, is take those x-rays and do artificial inseminations and all that. They take the semen and freeze it and all that, store it. Fertility clinic for dogs, isn't that something? So that's who we'll have do his x-rays for his hips and elbows, and hopefully everything turns out nice. He hasn't had them done. He's already going to be 4. So like they could have been done a couple of years ago. We're late. We're always late on everything, aren't we, Tobe? But that's okay. We're doing it more for my... We'll get you a wife. We'll get you a wife or a girlfriend one of these days. But we got to make sure everything's right. You don't want to breed a bad dog. Not every dog is good for breeding, even if they're champions or they come from champions or they look nice. It's what's in the bloodstream, what's in the genes. They could be the ugliest dog. He could have the ugliest fur coat, but have perfect genes and be able to throw pups. Be able to throw champion pups, you know what I mean? What do you see? What do you see? You can't go down there. You can't go down there. Come on, let's cross. Come on, let's cross. Are you and Toby in a different state? We're in a different state of mind. But no, we're in the state we live in. Yeah, Michigan. Good morning. How are you guys? Oh, you guys know Toby? Oh, yeah. From the dog school. I don't recognize anybody. How are you this morning?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. We're just out doing we got our live stream on. We've got a freighter went by. Did you guys see the freighter go by?
No, we did not.
Yeah, I got
Oh,
great
there you go.
great pictures. He's full of burrs right now.
Yes, he is.
He's full of burrs.
Aw, there you go, buddy. It'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll get home and comb them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just walked. We walked out an hour and 10 from the parking lot, and we're on our way back.
Nice.
I don't know how far it is. I don't keep track of but I'm guessing we were out at least a couple miles. I wonder how far do y'all go?
We go 2 to 2.5.
Gotcha.
It's marked on the.
Oh, it's marked?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Beyond here, another 10 yards is mile and a half.
Okay. Right here, Tobes. Good morning.
Oh, he was interested.
Y'all take it easy.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
too.
you
See you
too.
next time.
Enjoy.
You too. Come on, little buddy. Yeah, I didn't recognize her at first. She's from the dog school that we go to. She actually used to work Toby out last summer. Last summer, she ran with Toby. She's got a German Shepherd, a really nice German Shepherd, but the German Shepherd won't run with her. So we kind of helped each other out. She we met in the park, and she ran Toby around, gave him an exercise every day for a while. It was good. I didn't recognize her at all. Huh, that's funny. Funny you don't see anybody for a while. Where are we? We're in Michigan. Anthony Slate, what's going on, Anthony? Oh, look at those pods. I don't know what kind of plants those are. They look cool, though. Oh, now that wasn't there before. I never noticed that before. You guys see that? I wonder. That's probably private land back there. I'm sure it is. It's farmland. There's a picnic table in a looks like fire pit area over there. So the farmer, whoever owns that land, drove that back there. What are you thinking, Tobe? Are you that tired? Are you that tired? You already had a glass of water, a drink of water. We'll walk slow. Anthony says he's in Tennessee. Tennessee. I live in Tennessee, but I'm visiting in Maine. Very cool. I've been following your channel for a couple of weeks. Well, thanks. We sure appreciate you. We sure appreciate you. Come on in and say hi. Come on in and say hi. So I heard the guys on the boat that we saw earlier, they worked their way up this way because they're going around that island there. You can't see them. The fishermen that we saw at the last bridge. Whew. Soaking wet. Soaking wet. Toby dog, are you tired out, little buddy? I know you are. I know you are. Pro bro, namaste. Hey, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, namaste. I can't pronounce your name. How do I pronounce it? We're very good. We're very good. What kind of dog is that? That's the panda dog. Panda dog. Are you a panda dog, Toby? Are you the panda dog? He's a border collie. Border collie. How do I say your name? Is it Jayatsna? Or is that, am I trying to say a name out of something that's not a name? Namaste. So I'm guessing you're watching us from India, yes? Very cool. All around the world, we got folks in our Toby dog. Toby dog is the name of the dog. He'll be 4 years old. He'll be 4 years old next month. I'm sorry, the end of September. Toby dog, dun dun dun. Toby said he's got to have a break. Maybe that judge was right, Toby. We went to a UKC confirmation event 6 weeks ago. At least 6 weeks ago. Maybe probably more. And Toby lost his little dog. We lost to this little dog, and I was talking to the judge. We normally do AKC. That's all we've ever done, but we went to one UKC event. And we went 1 weekend to a UKC event, and Toby's already over halfway to his championship in the UKC, just in 1 weekend. But in the AKC, he's way over halfway. In the AKC for his championship, we need 2 more wins. We need 2 more wins for his championship. He's got a bunch of wins, but we don't have any 3-point wins or higher. We've got 1-point wins and 2-point wins, but we don't have any 3s. We got to have 2 3s. At least 2 3s under 2 different judges. But we went to that UKC event, and I was talking to the judge afterwards, and he said that Toby, he's a beautiful, beautiful dog. I couldn't pick him for the top dog because he's just too big. He's got so much bone. He says the other dog, the dog that won, he said that dog's small and wiry and could work all day. You know how border collies, they work all day. He said that big bone Toby dog, in his opinion, he didn't think Toby dog could work all day. Border collie's got to be ready to work all day, he said. He said that dog's got so much bone he wouldn't make it all day. But that was his opinion. The next day we got a group 2. Ha ha. The next day we won our breed. And then when we got to the herding group, We got a number 2. We got second place out of all of them, out of all the different herding dogs. Yeah, so that was just that judge's opinion. Like I said, the next day we got a group 2, and that we didn't get a group placement in the first show, the second day. But on the second show of the second day, we got that group 2, and the judge absolutely loved Toby. He absolutely loved that big dog. So it's all up into what the judge prefers. The part I like about the UKC is there's no professional handlers. Well, if you're a professional handler and you're showing your own dog, that's different. But you're not competing against professional handlers like you do in the AKC. Huh, Tobe? We'd have all kinds of wins, wouldn't we? But the pros, we can't beat the pros. We can't beat the pros. I'm like the rankest of not even. I'm the most unranked amateur there ever was as far as dog handlers go. If Toby, come on, buddy. If Toby would have showed with a regular pro handler, he would have been championed up long ago. But he's dealing with Daddy. Daddy owner handled. Pro bro, now your time. Yeah, we're waiting. We got 2 more. We need our 2 more wins, and we're going next weekend. We're going next weekend to Columbus, Ohio for it. Morning.
Morning.
Now they had 4 days of dog show, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we can't afford to go Thursday, Friday. We can't afford that, because then that's 3 more days of missed work. That's 3 days of missed work, and then all the extra hotels. Good morning. All the extra hotel, extra entry fees. It would have turned it into over $1,000 weekend. We're trying to do this on the cheap. Now the pro handlers, I know I've met and talked with lots of the pros. They said they'll get Toby finished up in a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. I'd have to pay him for. Then when the pro handler takes your dog, you got to pay boarding. You pay the boarding, and then you pay the entry fees and all that, and then you got to pay him by the day for the dog show, like $150 a day, I think it is, the standard, about the average. But when they're not showing, $20 to $30 a day for boarding fee, and they travel with your dog. They take your dog all over to the big dog shows. And the pros, they seem to have the upper hands at the dog shows as far as winning goes. They know the judges. They know what the judges like. And they're professionals. They know how to get the most out of the dog. The pro can win with a bad dog. But the amateur, it's hard for the amateur to win with even a good dog. Now in the border collies, it's the same people win all the time in our area. They got really nice dogs. They've got their own lines of dogs. You know what I mean? Line bred dogs, and they're constantly bringing new dogs in and all that. And for us, it's me and Tobes. We need to get that wife for Toby dog. We need to get the Toby dog wife, so we can spit out our own puppies. We'll go make our own championships, right, Tobe? We'll go make our own majors. Take 6 puppies to the dog show. We'll have a major every time. So I've got a couple pros picked out. It's just a matter of I got to work my way up to it. Then I'd be without my dog for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. I don't think it's like you take your car in to get work at the dealership, they give you the loaner car. I don't think they give you the loaner dog. It would be me and Tommy Kitty. Me and Tommy Kitty, your little buddy. Hey, Adam. Adam 8888B. What's going on? What did you see, Tobe? He must have. We can't smell it, but there must be a rodent crossing here, huh? A little highway for the rodents. I stopped him in his tracks. It's 8:52 a.m. Sunday morning. 8:52. Oh, mercy. We've been on the broadcast for an hour and 36 minutes, and we were walking about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before that. So we're well on our way to our 2 hours. We'll get our 2 hours in. Probably close to 5 miles. I know we do better than 2 miles an hour. What are you thinking, Tobes? There's a number on the ground here. Oh, the guy said on the other side of the bridge it was the 1 mile marker, or 1.25 miles on the other side of the bridge that we just stopped at and talked with the people. Toby slept good yesterday. After that long walk in the morning, I didn't do much the rest of the day. I didn't even make it out to cut the grass. I think I laid down around 6:30. I said, I got to have a nap. I couldn't handle it. I thought I'd take a nap for an hour or two. I think the first time I woke up, it was like 11:30 p.m. I just went back to bed. Heck with it. I had big sleep yesterday, or last night. But we walked forever yesterday. We got 2 hours yesterday. We had a 2-hour walk, a little over 2 hours. But we did about 6 miles, a little over 6 miles. We were on the move. We did a big lap around half the town. And then we cut through the main drag, and everybody got to see the mansions from the lumber days and the crane building days, the shipbuilding days. They built big mansions downtown. Well, we made it back to the cornfield. We got the girl coming on a bicycle. I wonder how far she went. I wonder if she went all the way to the next town. It'd be nice to ask her, but she's busy. She's yapping. Are you on any other social media? No, this is it. I just watch videos on the Instagram, and I followed my dog show friends on the YouTube. Not the YouTube, I'm sorry. What's that called? Facebook. I just got Facebook this year. It's the only way my dog club communicates. So one lady was sending me, copying and sending me an email every time there was something new, but I felt bad because it was causing her work. So I finally started the Facebook. I don't post anything on there. And I pretty much silenced everybody but the dog show people. It was funny. I didn't want Facebook because I didn't want to hear about everybody's bad day. I didn't want to deal with it. And as far as relatives go, hey, relative, just pick up the phone and call me. You don't have to message me on Facebook. Just pick up the phone and call me. But that's why we got it now. And I thought about posting on Instagram, but I'd have to read up on it. I don't know the rules or anything on there yet. I think we got one video on the Facebook. One of Toby's best videos, his shorts. One of Toby's best shorts from YouTube. I posted it on the faceplant. Whew. Tobes. We're almost back to the first bridge. We almost made it back. Where are you streaming from, dude? Dan? We are in Michigan, 100 miles north of Detroit, and we're on an old rail trail. It's an old railroad track that the city and the state, they use the Department of Natural Resources money to buy the right-of-ways and pave them. They bought the right-of-ways and bought land and got new right-of-ways, whatever they had to do to keep these rail trails going. They go all over town. They circle the town. And where there's spots where there wasn't old railroads, There's extra like wide sidewalks and things like that connecting, so everything connects. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun walking these. Like this one, the one that we're on now, it goes miles and miles to the next town south of here. We didn't even go halfway, but on my bicycle. I've ridden this to the next town south of here. It's a beautiful ride. He says, I love Michigan. So do we, Kathy. We've been here forever. You know, we could have moved anywhere else for all these years that I've lived here. I've been here decades and decades and decades. We could have moved at any time to follow jobs or go look for jobs or move near relatives or whatever, but I can't leave Michigan. It's just too beautiful. And I love the 4 seasons. We definitely get 4 distinct seasons. And my psyche needs that. I need a start and a stop. And you know what I mean? For all the seasons. I've worked down south where all you get is summer or winter, and that's no fun. That's a bean field. Kathy says, I'm from Michigan. Where are you from, Kathy? Let's say north of Detroit, in Detroit, west of Detroit. We're north of Detroit. I always say 100 miles north. So if you look at the map, we're about 100 miles north, near the mouth of the bay. Near the mouth of the bay. What are you thinking, little buddy? What are you thinking? What do you see? Oh, look at all the groundhog. Oh, no, I thought they were groundhogs. They're birds. They're birds. I thought they were groundhogs all over. I got really poor eyesight, huh? So I picked up sweet corn again yesterday. I'm going to cook it this morning. But I swear I bought a melon from that guy the week before. And when I got there yesterday, they said, no, there's no melons for another week or two. I'm like, what? I just got a melon here. She said, no, you didn't. I'm like, where the heck did I get that melon? I got what's it called? Honeydew. No, not the honeydew. Yeah, the honeydew, the one that's green inside. Man, them things are good. Now, the cantaloupes I can't eat. The ones that are orange inside, I can't eat the cantaloupe. For some reason, it tastes rotten to me. But them honeydews, the green ones. And then the red and yellow inside watermelons. I like those too. I got watermelons growing in my garden right now. All my big watermelon plants died. I don't know what's going on. I'm about to lose another cucumber plant too. It was fine yesterday afternoon, but when I went last night in the evening, it was all droopy. I've had 3 of them do that already. Come on, Bubba, you can't stop there. I've had 3 of them do that already. I don't know what it is. I don't use any kind of pesticides. It's all organic. So I don't know. And I don't see anything. I don't see any bug holes or anything. I don't know what's going on. Those things are temperamental. But we normally do really good with the cucumbers. And we do really good with the zucchinis. Right now, the zucchinis are doing really poorly. I think I've only cut 2. And but the yellow squash, hey, the goldens and the crooked necks, those things are really giving me all kinds of veggies. Our bell peppers are turning colors. So the garden's doing halfway decent, but not even half of what we got last year at this point. The cucumbers are really small too. I don't know what's going on. Morning. Any gardeners out there? Hey, Rebel Bama boy, what's going on, buddy? Titlepro and Toby dog, good morning. Can't stay long. Came by to say hi. Kathy says, Flint. Flint was a wonderful place. Yeah. I remember when Flint was the murder capital of the world. Or the USA. The Flintstones. Yeah, that's a bad place. I'm sure it's not everywhere. I remember when Saginaw was named by the FBI or somebody like that as the most dangerous city for a woman to live in the country. And that was really recently. Saginaw, Flint, Detroit. Yikes. Titlepro and Toby dog. How's it going, Bama boy? What you got going on this weekend? Anything cool? Anything special? Hey, you guys remember seeing a fella named CJ in here? CJ's random guitar noise. You guys remember seeing him in here last few days? I went and checked out his channel. Holy cow, that guy can play the guitar. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. I caught his live stream 2 nights ago. He rocked out. He rocked it out. And he plays requests, whatever. His kids were there playing along with him. Yeah. If you guys got CJ the other day, if you guys made a connection, make sure you go check him out. He's gonna make a soundtrack for us. He's gonna make a Toby Dog video soundtrack. So we got to get that filmed. We got to get just a walk-in video. We haven't had a video out in 4 months, I think. I think we're only putting out shorts maybe 2 or 3 a month right now. Overworked. But our live streams are on every day pretty much. So we're able to keep everything in the green. Colorado town. Hey, Christina Coffee, welcome, welcome. Abdullah Farouk, smartest dogs, yes indeed. Yes indeed, too smart. Too smart. He knows he's going to get the treat whether he rolls over or not. Because once I get the treat out of the bag, man, I don't want to go open that bag up, put it back. So he ends up getting it even if he doesn't do the rollover. He's too smart. So he doesn't roll over. He'll fake it. He'll do a half a rollover and look at you. Toby dog, I'm telling your secrets, little buddy. So we're back to the first bridge now. The fishermen are gone. Can you hear the birds? When I'm not yapping, when I'm not running my mouth, can you hear the birds? Morning. Toby, what was that? Toby dog, good thing I had the button on. He just wanted to run after the guy on the bicycle. I don't know why. He don't normally do that. Look, you can see, so there's this island in the middle of the river that should have been a little Manhattan Island or Staten Island, or they should have built a Cedar Point. They could have had all full of condos out there, but no, look what they built. You can see the edge of it. Giant hill, see that giant hill? That's a dump. They put the city dump for 50, 60 years or longer. The city dump was out on this island in the middle of the river. That's how smart these people are, huh? 5 times smarter than the nearest pit bull. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah, the border collies are smart dogs. I tell them, figure it out. Whenever he gets twisted up or tangled up in something, I tell him, figure it out. And I coach him and tell him yes and no and good boy. And like when you're telling somebody hot or cold when they're getting near or farther for something. I don't go drag him out of whatever he's in whatever he's got to figure out. I try to coach him through it. Make his thought process work. Figure it out, Tobes. Uh-oh, we're coming up on the dead raccoon. I'm sure Toby would have rolled on him. He would have rolled all over it. I had a dog years ago named Toby, says Christina Coffee. Toby dog. I picked Toby dog because to me that's the most classic border collie name. Toby. Toby dog. It was that or like Kippy. But he was more of a Toby than a Kippy. Look at him. He says, what is that? Yeah, that's a dead raccoon in the middle of the road. Yuck. Come on. Yucky. Yucky. Leave it. Come on, leave it. So that's only like the second dead animal that Toby's come across in our walks. We come across a squirrel one day that it just died. It had just died. It wasn't swolled up or nothing. It had just died. And there was no smell. He walked right over it. He literally stepped right over it. Never looked at it. Never sniffed or nothing. But then a couple days later, we walked past that squirrel again. And it was all swolled up. And he could smell it from far off. And he wanted to check it out. Come on. He wanted to check it out. So that's his second dead animal he's seen. He was real interested. There was too many bugs buzzing it. I'm sure it's full of ticks and fleas ready to jump on him. Whew, I wonder how many ticks and fleas jumped on him since we've been walking. We've already been out 2 hours. We've been on this walk for 2 hours, Toby. Holy smokes. I just did the math. I was thinking it was an hour and a half. No, we're over 2 hours already. Almost back. I'm thinking we got about a half mile to go. How'd you guys like the scenery today? Did I give you enough 360s and look backs and all that? How'd y'all like the scenery? Abdullah Farak says, I have 3 adorable pit bulls, but the collie was far superior to words and face expressions. Yes. Hello from Hanover, Germany. Nice to see Dog Drive. Yeah. Hey, Christine Bolt. Welcome. Hey, we got 2 Christines in here. We got Christine Coffee and we got Christine Bolt. Welcome. Germany. We got representatives from all over the world. Well, our friend Wamoya right there. She's in the Scandinavian countries. Our friend, who else is in here? Bama Boy's here is USA. Kathy's actually here in our own state, 45 miles away. We get a few locals, not very many. It's funny that we don't get very many, but we do every once in a while. Like I'll be walking through the south end of town and somebody will ask me, hey, I know that neighborhood. Or they'll tell us. There's one guy that worked he was at work and he was just a few blocks over from where we were walking. He said, come by, I'll give you the discount. I'm like, yeah, the discount. We got another friend in Germany. His name is Ragus, R-A-G-U-S, the World of Ragus. And he's a DJ. And he's on Spotify now. I think they picked him up 6 months or so ago. He's big time. You know, we started about the same time on the YouTube, and he got monetized months ahead of me, a couple months ahead of me. And he's having great success, and so are we. We're having a good time. We get some nice crowds. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, fam. And we're at 39 on my side. One more gives us 40. So you like the pit bulls? Does it make you nervous, Abdullah? It doesn't make you nervous to have them put pit bulls? I get real nervous when I'm around them. Because here all you ever hear is bad things. All you ever hear is bad things. They're biting everybody. They're killing them babies. All kinds of things like that. We've been chased down by pit bulls before. The worst that we got chased down, I think it was what do they call it? Belgian Shepherd, German Shepherd type dog. But I'm thinking it was the Belgian Shepherd because it was taller and skinnier in the hips, you know. A big black dog. And he jumped Toby. We didn't even see him coming. He come running from behind us. And they were in a ball on the ground, tussling and tussling. Toby got the upper hand. Then the dog owner came and while the dog owner had a hold of their dog, Toby was circling it and dipping in and taking a bite here and there. I just left him. I just left him to bite that other dog. That other dog attacked him. It was right that Toby got some extra licks in, right? Pit bulls are nice dogs. I can't speak negative for them. I remember when my number one grandson was born, my son had a pit bull dog, and we were scared. Good morning.
Beautiful dog.
Thank you. We were scared. We were scared as grandparents and aunts and uncles. Everybody was scared because of that pit bull dog. They got a bad name. There's places here, there's towns here, there's housing developments, stuff like that, where they ban the breeds. Ooh. Almost. Did you see that? Almost, Toby. I almost did a nosedive. My toe caught the pavement. We almost did it, folks. Bad enough falling in the wintertime. I'd be super embarrassed to fall with no ice. How do you fall when there's no ice? How do you fall when there's no ice? Whew. We made it, Tobe. Our walk is complete. We done walked and walked and walked. We got 2 hours in today, buddy. 2 whole hours. I want to thank everybody for tagging along on the walk with us. Having the crowd makes the walk that much more fun, doesn't it, Tobe? We're like walking with 10, 15, 20 people. Everybody here. Everybody gets a turn to hold the. Everybody gets a turn to hold the leash. There we go. Everybody gets a turn. Yep, we made it back to the parking lot, fam. Thank you. Thanks we got some stars along the way. We got 42 thumbs ups. Holy cow. That's quite a bit. Hopefully we picked up 3 or 4 new subs. What do you think, Toby? You gonna sit down for a minute and get you another drink before we get in the car? Whoo! Come here. Oh. No, I don't think we got no 8 miles in today. No, yesterday we did 6. Today, I'm thinking we got 5. I know we were out 2.5. 2.5 out, 2.5 back, I'm thinking. Hold on, Tobe. Here you go. Here you go, little buddy. Drink that up. Let's see what else we got. We got another bottle. Then we got a bag full of poop in our pocket, too. Yup, we got a bag full of poop in our pocket. Let's throw that away. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the walk. Like I was saying, thanks for coming along. I think I'm going to have a drink too while we're sitting here, Tobe. Ooh, I'm thirsty. No, like I said, I think we got about 5 miles in. I'll look on the map when I get home. I'll look on the map and add them up. I need to put the app back on the phone, that one of those fitness apps. I had one long ago, but I took it off. That counted the miles. What are you thinking, Toby? Time to go get some breakfast? Is it time to go get some breakfast? His chicken and stuff got boiled yesterday, so I'm sure he's ready to get into it. I wonder what the dog thinks when he can smell the chicken and the yams boiling. Whew. Well, y'all, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming by. Catch us again tomorrow. We'll be walking probably around 6:30, between 6:30 and 7. We'll leave the house because we need to be back before 8 so I can get to work. I work from home. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all behave. Y'all behave and be good. Have a great day. Peace out. Peace out. Come back to visit us again. Y'all be cool. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Toby. Say goodbye, Toby. We're going to go get some breakfast. Some chicken. Huh? Some, what do you call it? Sweet potatoes, cottage cheese. All the good stuff. All the good stuff them dogs love. Bye, everybody. Breakfast.